Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. Today we are going to discuss the most important thing to have in your frugal kitchen. A wide variety of spices. You guys have seen this before if you have watched any of my pantry videos. I get spices at Dollar Tree, at Aldi's. I get them at Dollar General clearance events. I get them anywhere that I can that I do not have to pay full price for. And big variety, lots of options. Basically, every spice that you can get your hands on. I have chili mixes, onion soup mix, all that kind of stuff. Now, why are spices, in my opinion, the most important thing to have in a frugal kitchen? Because you guys have seen my what I eat videos. Brandon and I, we eat a variety of things, but I'm always trying to fit in rice and beans into the mix. And in order to get those to taste good, you need a wide variety of spices. Because beans and rice can be very bland, but if you spice it up, you can do all sorts of different things with it, or with lentils. And it's a great way to stretch your food, and your food budget can shrink. Not just with beans and rice, but with other things too. If you are trying to cut back on meat prices, you might have to buy maybe I don't even like to say this, lower quality meat or something like that. And you can totally spice it up. People spend a lot of money on pre-made meals or pre-marinated, and I've done that before too, and I do occasionally. But if you have a wide variety of spices, you can do that at home for a fraction of the cost. Not just that, if you have an unlimited food budget and you can just get whatever, if I'm being fully transparent, I would get just pre-made meals. You guys know I do cook on a daily basis, but cooking is not one of my favorite activities. I would rather have Chinese takeout and Pizza Hut pizza every day. I would love that, but that's not in the budget. So if you're going to cook, you want to enjoy the things that you cook, because you spend a lot of time and money and energy on cooking. And we also eat a lot of leftovers, so if the food doesn't taste good, nobody in the house is going to want to eat it. And you guys also know that when I cook something, most things, I usually automatically put half in the freezer. So we're going to be eating that for a long time. We're going to eat it for a couple of days, and then in a little while, in a few weeks, we'll eat it again, and so on and so forth. And so it's a great way, spices are a great way to make things taste really good. And if you're trying to shrink your budget, you might have to start buying things that are less convenient. And so adding seasoning to make it taste like restaurants, or even better, or similar to what you used to have, is really important for the transition. And so yeah, I always make sure I have a whole cabinet dedicated to spices. Now, all those spices are really good in dates. And spices you can use after expiration, but do that at your own discretion. These are all sealed except for the ones that I am currently using. And they might, if you look it up, they say that spices are still good after the expiration date. They just might not have the same potency, but I haven't had that happen in my experience. Plus, because I cook at home so much and I use a lot of seasonings in my cooking, they don't have a chance to go stale or bad. That just does not happen. And this is also a reminder that if you are used to buying more expensive seasonings, I urge you guys to consider store brand, okay? In a lot of cases, they are made on the same production line as your big name brands. We have talked about that a bunch of times with other things. They don't have a whole separate conveyor belt for McCormick spices that they do for the Walmart brand. You know what I mean? Like, it's all basically the same stuff. And there are some cases where it is the same stuff. They don't want you to know that, but, you know. So it would be a good idea. You could save a good bit of money buying store brand spices, getting them at Dollar Tree, getting them at your discount store, whatever it is. And if you've never had store brand spices, buy a store brand spice and give it a try. I can guarantee you will not taste the difference between the more expensive, let's say, rosemary leaves with the store brand, okay? I've never tell the difference. You know, anybody that's had my food was not like, was this the cheap garlic and not the expensive garlic? No one ever thinks that, you know, so. And I forget what spice I was looking at, but the more expensive brand was, you know, however much, and then the Dollar Tree brand was $1.25. And even if you're only saving a couple of bucks times every spice that you buy, however often you buy spices, it does start to add up, and so it does make a difference. So most important thing in your frugal kitchen is a wide variety of spices. So when you're at the store and you're checking the clearance section, because I hope you guys are checking the clearance section, look for the spices. Pop into Dollar Tree and get some spices. Check your discount stores. And if you don't have access to discount stores, or if you're not comfortable getting stuff at the Dollar Tree for whatever reason, buy the store brand when you're at Walmart or Martin's or Giant Eagle, Publix, whatever it is. Try the store brand. You don't have to stock up on all of them. Just try one and see, okay? So that is just my opinion, and I hope that helps. We don't want to be eating bland food. We are on a budget. We are always thinking of ways to cut our food budget because the prices out there are crazy, but you don't need to eat bland food, okay? Spice it up. Lots of seasonings, guys. Play around with the seasonings. Try new recipes. And also I want to add different things like, let's say, taco seasoning. You don't have to buy the packets of pre-made taco seasoning. You can buy all the spices for that and make it yourself, or onion soup mix or chili mix. I keep some of those in here just for convenience, but I totally make my own homemade spice mixes quite often. It really does save you money over the long run, but I do like to have convenient stuff too. So just, you know, do with that as you will. Okay guys, I hope you got something out of this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you did not know, I have an Instagram, The Frugal Life with Mercedes. Until next time guys, bye.